Well, we are going to have three activities in this lesson, and this is activity one. As you can see, there is a diagram. This is a diagram. And in the diagram, there are three parts. Part number one, part number two, and the overlapping part or section number three. Vamos a elegir two games de la lección. Y en sections 1 and 2 vamos a ilustrar how the two games are different. We're going to talk about the differences between the two games. The differences. So, in section 1, how one game is different from the game in section number 2. And in section 3, the overlapping section, we are going to illustrate how both games are alike. In other words, we're going to illustrate how the two games are similar. So the activity is about illustrating differences and similarities of the two games. Yo he elegido soccer and baseball. Usted podría elegir otros dos diferentes, pero lo importante es apuntar hacia el mismo objetivo de la actividad. Para hacer la actividad yo voy a copiar ya sea imágenes o palabras o frases de tal manera que podamos ilustrar the differences in sections 1 and 2 and the similarities in section 3. Let's do it. Well, with some pictures, I am going to show you how soccer and baseball can be different. Here on the left, I'm going to describe soccer, and on the right, I'm going to describe baseball. I have considered 5 items in each game. Item number 1, number of players. Item number 2, how the players hit the ball. Item number 3, what the players score. Item number 4, the duration of the game. And item number 5, what they play with. Well, this picture shows how many players there are on a soccer team. We can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 players. There are 11 players on a soccer team. 11 players. Number of players, 11 on a soccer team. Number of players on a baseball team. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 players on a baseball team. So, this is quite different. 11 players on a soccer team versus 9 players on a baseball team. The second item is how the players hit the ball. Here is a baseball player hitting the ball with a bat. Here is a bat. So baseball players hit the ball with a bat. Whereas soccer players hit the ball with a foot. Here he is hitting the ball with one foot. Item number 3. what the players score. What the players score. In soccer, players score goals. Here, golazo. Here is a soccer player scoring a goal. But in baseball players score runs. This seems to be one player scoring a run. Not a home run, a run. Just a run. A plain run. Item number 4, the duration of the game. A soccer game lasts for 90 minutes. 90 minutes. Y los 90 minutes están divididos en 2 halves. 2 halves, cada uno de 45 minutes. So in total, a soccer game lasts for 90 minutes. But a baseball game lasts for 9 innings. Y es impredecible cuánto puede durar un inning. A baseball game may be very, very long. Mientras que the duration of a soccer game es normalmente limitada, but not that of a baseball game. And item number 5, what the players play with. Here we can see that players play with a big ball. Soccer is played with a big ball. Baseball is played with a little ball. These are some of the differences between a baseball game and a soccer game. Ahora vamos a expresar esto en enunciados completos. Veamos. Here are 5 differences between a soccer game and a baseball game. Difference number 1. There are 11 players on a soccer team. In this picture, you can see 11 players. There are 9 players on a baseball team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 players on a baseball team. Difference number 2. Soccer players kick the ball. In this picture, you can see a soccer player is kicking the ball. Baseball players hit the ball with a bat. Look. Difference number 3. Soccer players score goals. Golazo. Baseball players score runs. Difference 4. A soccer game lasts for 90 minutes. 2 halves of 45 minutes each. A baseball game lasts for 9 innings. You can never predict the duration of each inning. And difference 5. They play with a big ball. They play soccer with a big ball. They play baseball with a little ball. This is all about the 5 differences that we have chosen to talk about in this activity. Next, we are going to be talking about how both games, soccer and baseball, are similar, are alike. Let's do it. Here in the overlapping section of the diagram, section number 3, we can see how both games, that is soccer and baseball, are alike. How soccer and baseball are similar. First, we can see that players play in a field. One is the baseball field and the other one is the soccer field. And the second common thing about the 2 games is that players wear cleats. Soccer shoes and baseball shoes are called cleats. And finally, Baseball and soccer are team games. Team games. So this is the way the two games are alike. How the two games are similar. Okay? Now let's move on to the next activity. This is activity number 2. To begin with, I want to introduce uppercase W and lowercase w, or little w and big W, capital and little w. So this activity is about words that begin and words that do not begin in the W sound. First, I'm going to call the objects in the pictures by their names, and after that we are going to find out which words begin or don't begin in the W sound. Here is a wagon. Wagon. The sound of the W is wa, wa, wa. Wagon. Bear. Bear. This is a bear. Drum. Drum. This is a drum. Dinosaur. This is a dinosaur. Worm. This is a worm. Web. This is a web. Zebra. This is a zebra. Window. This is a window. Watch. This is a watch. Quizás haberlos pronunciado fue suficiente para ustedes identificar cuáles sí, cuáles no inician con el W sound. Si usted lo identificó, por favor, dígalo y compare con lo que yo voy a hacer enseguida. Well, I have written the uppercase and lowercase W under the pictures whose names begin in W. Tal vez usted no recuerda los nombres. Voy a ayudarle a recordarlos. Wagon. Wagon. Wagon begins in W. Bear. Bear does not begin in W. Drum. Drum does not begin in W. Dinosaur. Dinosaur does not begin in W sound. Worm. Worm begins in W. Web. Web. Web begins in the letter W. Zebra. Zebra does not begin in the letter W. Window. Window begins in W sound. And last, watch. Watch begins in the letter W. Here you are. Wagon. Wagon. Bear. Bear. Drum. Drum. Dinosaur. Dinosaur. Worm. Worm. Web. Web. Zebra. Zebra. Window. Window. And watch. Watch. Ahora escribamos los enunciados para the words that begin in W sound and words that do not begin in W sound. Here you are. Wagon, worm, web, window, and watch begin in W sound. Bear, drum, dinosaur, and zebra do not begin in W sound. Yo pude haber escrito o formulado el enunciado para cada una de esas letras individualmente, pero tomé cada uno de los dos grupos. Ahora voy a escribir un ejemplo de cada uno de esos enunciados individuales y usted formulará por su cuenta cada uno de los otros. Miremos. Wagon begins in W sound. Se puede formular el enunciado para warm, web, window, and watch. And here, on this side, bear does not begin in W sound. Formule usted los enunciados para drum, dinosaur, and zebra. Is that okay? Now let's turn to the next activity. This is activity 3. You can see 6 words. They, he, she, he. A estas palabras se les denomina personal pronouns. Ya he hecho alusión a ellas, a las palabras, en algunas lecciones anteriores, y también he dicho que se usan para reemplazar a nombres, muchas veces de personas, otras veces de cosas o de animales, cuando de ellos se dice algo dentro de un enunciado. Entonces reemplazan a esos nombres. Y aquí vamos a relacionar cada uno de estos con las personas a las cuales pueden reemplazar. Ustedes adelántense a lo que yo voy a hacer y luego comparemos. Here you are. They, he, she, they, he. Usted puede sacar sus propias conclusiones con base en este ejercicio. Pero le puedo decir que they se usa para 2 o más personas. Que he se usa para el caso de una persona when this person is a male or masculine. And she for one person when it is a woman or a girl, female or feminine. That's it. Okay, dear students, it's been nice talking to you again, and hopefully we will talk again next time. Goodbye.